Hello. When I myself was learning the Hotwire Turbo, first of all I went to the official website and I watched a video by DHH and some things seemed a bit wild to me. So here, for example, in the video demonstration of Hotwire Turbo streams, we have a Rails model and we have the associations and we have callbacks, and inside the callbacks we have this front-end rendering logic, so broadcast append to room, and this really seemed really magical to me, and I don't like magic commands that I don't really understand. So yeah, in this episode I'm going to try to better understand what this kind of broadcasting is, how we can use Hotwire Turbo streams in different ways, and just to recap, so previously in episode 59 I have talked about Hotwire Turbo streams actions that are served via HTTP. So you send an HTTP request, and as a response you can get not only format HTML but format Turbo stream, and it would update or replace elements on your page. Whereas we also have Turbo streams that would be sent not via just HTML but via WebSockets. So Ruby on Rails has this adapter named Action Cable to interact with the WebSockets, and Hotwire Turbo streams have these broadcasts that include Action Cable, that includes WebSockets, and altogether you can send updates to multiple users who are on the same channel. So this is like what enables all these other tutorials for like live chat and so on. So I would really say that there are two different types of turbo streams. Turbo streams that are sent via regular HTML, and ones that are sent via Action Cable or kind of WebSockets. So I'm going to try to have a Rails application that uses Hotwire Turbo broadcasts, and we'll have a couple of browsers, and we're going to send live updates, and we're going to also try to understand what stands behind this code, how can we write it in a more productive and more reliable way and more readable way. So first of all, here I've got a basic Ruby on Rails application where I've just got a scaffold of posts. A post just has a body. And let me start the server. Yeah, I've already started the server, and I can go to posts. I will go and create a new post. So hello. Okay, I've created a new post, and it's just like a regular scaffold. So I go to post show, I can go back to see all the posts. And now what if I want to let all the users that are on the posts page see the updates of the posts? So I want everybody to see that a new post has been added to the list without having to refresh their browser. So let me open another browser. I will also go to the same URL, and I will need to use again WebSockets, Action Cable, and something that stands behind the Hotwire Turbo broadcast. So we have got this broadcastable, and I'm going to say that we're going to listen to changes on a specific channel. So I'm going to set a channel. I'm going to go, let's say, to our posts index, and let's say everybody who is on the index page who sees this piece of HTML should receive some updates. So I will say turbo stream from, and I will name it like posts list. So this is going to create an Action Cable connection with the unique name of posts list. So if I go here, and I will also look at my console, I will refresh, and you see we've got this turbo stream channel transmitting from subscription confirmation and from posts list. And I will do the same here. So on both of these pages we have initialized this connection to the turbo stream channel. And now I want to send these kind of live updates. So going back to the official tutorial, or going back to the code that is actually written in the Hotwire Turbo Rails repository, we can find that we can just write one magic command in the post.rb to send all the updates for the post to everybody who's listening to a channel. So I would say broadcasts to, then I would say post, and I'm going to say posts list. So we've got kind of the post, and we've got this turbo stream from post list. And in theory, I think that if I go back here. I will create a new post. No, it hasn't been added. Maybe I need to refresh once again. Let me destroy. Yeah, so destroy worked. Let me create a new post. Yeah, so now you see posts are being added to the list. Now I will try editing this post. And you see the creation, the editing, and the destruction of posts are visible in another browser without having to refresh the page. So this kind of magic line of code works. And what stands behind this magic line of code? To actually write efficient hotwire turbo code, we would need to understand what lies behind it. So behind this we have a few callbacks. We've got after create commit, and we've got broadcast append to posts list. So if we enable only this line, then we're going to send updates only for newly created posts. We're not going to send for update or for delete. And append means add on the bottom of the list. We could also, in theory, use prepend to add on top of the list. So prepend, top of the list, append, bottom of the list. Let's see if this line of code would work. Again, I would try refreshing. I will create a new post. So only create. And you see this post has been added. I will try to update it. You see no change here. I will destroy it. No change here before page refresh. Now I will refresh the page. You see it has disappeared. So this way I've said that I don't want to have all this magic code. I want only the creation code. Also, we can in a similar fashion add an after update callback that would replace the element to the post list, and after destroy commit that would remove the element from this list. So let's see if it works. I will refresh. I will create a second post. You see it has been added. I will update, works. I will destroy, works. Okay, so yeah, this code looks less magical than this one, and I like it more. But it is still a bit too magical to me. Like we don't specify the partial that we want to update. We don't specify the target. You see the target is post here, and it by default uses posts. Where does it know it from? What if the ID is all posts, for example? If you have the ID all posts, then it is not going to work because it doesn't know that we want to send to all posts. You see, we didn't get the update. So to demystify these lines even more, we can comment these out, and let's say we will say after create commit, we'll make a block, and inside this block we will say broadcast append to, and then we're going to specify, so we're broadcasting to the post list listener. Then we've got the target that would be, for example, all posts, and we would say partial would be posts/post, and locales would be post self, and let's see if this would work. So let's go back. I will create a third post, and you see it worked. So it looks good. And in a similar fashion, we could do the same for the update and destroy action. So we would have after update commit, after destroy commit. For update, we're going to replace. We're going to target not all the posts, but the specific post. So if we go to the post partial, you see we have DOM ID post. So we're going to target self, partial post, and locales post self. Okay. And for after destroy commit, we're going to say broadcast remove to posts list, and we're going to say target self, and we don't need the partial stuff anymore. Let's see if this would work. I will go back. So I will try to edit this one. We see the edit update. I will destroy it. You see it has been removed. I will go to new. And it has been added. So you see this syntax is already more clearer, and consequentially it is more flexible to changes that you would like to make in your code. But what if we go even further? What if we want to also send, let's say, the number of posts that we have in total? So when a post is created or destroyed, we want to update the count of posts. It would be already something a bit more custom than just regular CRUD actions. So let's try adding this. Let's say we will have a list of posts, and we will have span, and here we would say post.count, or better add posts.count. So we have 3 posts at the moment. And when we create or destroy a post at the moment, you see we need to actually refresh the page here to see the update. So let's also send this update. And we can do it in a similar way as we did here inside the after create and after destroy comment. So we are going to say broadcast append to post list. A target, we are going to define a different target. Let's say we're going to add an ID to the span. So ID equals posts count. Let's use this target. And instead of using a partial, we will just say HTML post.count for creation. Let's see if this works. So I will go back. I will create a post. So, and you see, yeah, it has been actually added next to. It's not nice. Why? Because we use the append to. So what if we update? Broadcast update to. And update is going to update the contents inside the span. So everything that is inside the span will get replaced, not the span itself. If we use the broadcast replace to, then the whole span element would be replaced with the count. So we're going to use the update, and let's see if it works. I will refresh this one. Okay, I'll go back and create a 4th post, and you see the count has been updated. I'll create another one. It has been updated once again. So we can do the same for the after destroy action. We're going to just copy this line, or better I would say def update posts count, and move this duplicate code here. And I will just call update post count here and here. Okay, let's see if it works. So I'm going to remove this post. It has been removed. I'll remove another post. You see the posts are being removed, and the count also gets updated. So looks quite good. And yeah, this way we can broadcast multiple different elements to the same listener. What if we want to customize this a bit more, and we want to send not HTML but a partial? It would also be very easy to do. Instead, I would say partial. I would define a path like posts / count, for example, and locales count would equal post.count. And inside our post, I would create a partial count html.erb and say equals count. So let's see if this would work. I will go back. I will create a new post, and you see this way we are sending a partial, and it works just as before. So this way we can just stream HTML. This way we can stream a custom partial to a custom target. Okay, looks better, but still I really don't like having view logic in a model. It's for me a real anti-pattern, and having callbacks that send front-end updates is just not a scalable way of building Ruby on Rails applications. So one thing we could do is actually move this logic into the place where it should be actually executed, so into our controller. You see we've got our post controller, and a good place to handle the front end would be here. So we've created a post, and at the moment we trigger this logic here, but instead we can trigger this logic here. So how can we trigger this broadcast from a controller? Well, the syntax would be like this. We would say turbo streams channel dot whatever we want next. So let's try copying this line. I'll also comment it all out for now. So I will say turbo streams channel broadcast append to post list and so on. So let's see if this works. Now once again I have commented out this code, and I'm executing this line by saying turbo streams channel and then everything I had before. So let's see, I'm going to try to make a new post. So let's say 5th post, and we have undefined method to key. Let's see. So yeah, because I just copied, I should have said post would be at post, not self. What is self actually here? Self, yeah, nothing good. So yeah, let's try once again. I'm going to go and create a 6th post, and you see it has been added to the list. So looks good. Let's do something similar for everything else we had here. So we had our update post count method. I will copy it and add it in our private methods. And just I'm going to say turbo stream channel on the beginning. So turbo stream channel broadcast, and I'm going to say update post count in our create action. So here, update post count. Let's see if it works. I will refresh. I'll go and create the 7th post. And you see the count has also been updated. So 2 turbo stream actions have been streamed not from our callback in our model, but after we create the post from our controller. In a very similar fashion, we can copy everything for the update action. Let's just do it. So we got this line. On the beginning, we have turbo streams channel, and the locales is going to be post at post. And for our destroy, let's also copy these lines. So if post destroy, update post count, and turbo stream channel broadcast remove 2, and the target will be at post. Let's see if everything works now. So I'll try destroying this post, and you see it has been removed. I'll try updating this post, and it looks like it hasn't been updated correctly. Then let me refresh this. Yeah, now it has been updated. So what did I miss? Broadcast replace 2. Okay, yeah, target should be at post. Also another mistake from copy pasting. So hello world again, and you see now this change has been sent here. Let me try to destroy this post, and you see it has been removed, and it has been removed from the post count. So this approach looks much more sustainable for application development. We don't have all this view rendering logic in our model, but we can control it from exact controller actions where we want to execute some kind of view rendering. Looks much better. But I think there is even some more abstraction we can do in order to not have very fat controllers. So what if we have like a lot of turbo streams happening in a controller action? So here, for example, we have 2 actions happening, and what if we want to abstract it somewhere further? We could create a service for this. Let's create a services folder. Inside I would say something like renderers. Inside I would create a separate folder for posts. And I would create a service. Yeah, it should be a folder. So let's say a folder named posts, and inside I would create something like created or created service. Let's maybe go with created service. Yeah, let's just go with created.rb. And here I would say class. And we would say renderers. Or yeah, I don't like renderers, just to say that it's for our broadcasts, I would say, let's say broadcasters. Yeah, so services, broadcasters, posts. And okay, I need to recreate this file. Yeah, I need to see, let's see. I've got services, broadcasters, posts, and inside posts I will have created.rb, and here I will say class broadcasters posts and created. And I will try moving the logic from here into this created.rb. So let's see, I would have def initialize. I'm going to initialize it with a post. Here I will say at post equals post. Then I would have attribute reader post. And I would have a call action. Inside I would have update post count and add the post to list. And I would add this action, so add post to list and update post count. I will make this private. And yeah, let's go back to our post controller and copy this update post count. And we'll add it here. Okay, so it looks fine, I think. Let's see how we can call this action from our post controller. So I will comment these lines out, and instead of them, I will have this broadcaster post created service run. So how can we run it? I would say .new, we would say add post .call. Let's see if it works. So I will refresh the tool. I will create a new post. Create post. Okay, uninitialized constant posts controller broadcasters. Yeah, maybe I created the service somewhat incorrectly. Poof. Okay, actually I don't think I made any mistake, just I should have restarted the the Rails server after I created the service folder for it to get that we've got a new folder that we need to work with. So let's see if it actually works. I will go back, I will create a new post, so with service, and create the post, and it seems to be working. And the cool thing is that this code, this broadcaster post created, can be executed from any kind of place. So you can even execute it from a Rails console. Let's try doing this. So I will go to the list of posts, for example, and open a new console. And try running this command. Okay, I have undefined to key, yeah, because I don't have at post defined. So let's say at post equals post.first. Now I call this command, and you see it kind of gets executed, and we do send the HTML. So this is a cool thing of abstracting the logic from our controller into our service. And yeah, I think that is about it for now. So this is how I, for myself, demystified the broadcasts by understanding the underlying code, by moving them first to the controller actions where I actually want to execute them, and by further abstracting them to services that I can execute from anywhere in my Rails app. So that's about it for this episode, and see you in the next one.